A cry emoji from Russia's Yan Nepomniachtchi, a two-time World Championship challenger. A rather unnecessary comment from, again, Russia's Vladimir Kramnik, who said, "No comment, sad, and end of chess as we know it." And then we have Magnus Carlsen, the current world number one and five-time world champion, who in a video review with Take app said he does not want to be the part of this circus anymore, and he was referring about the whole classical game and world championship. These were the few star comments that came after India's Dommaraju Gukesh, who became the youngest world champion after beating China's Liren in a 14-game World Championship Series match that ended on Thursday in Singapore. Hi, this is Mayank, and in this video, I'll try to objectively dissect why there's a certain uh, community in chess who are trying to diminish and discredit Gukesh's achievement. So it's an unsaid truth that chess has always been an elite sport. Many would call it out loud, and many would just just face it. So as far as discrediting certain achievements in chess is concerned, and there has been a long history. When we speak about Magnus Carlsen and his evaluation of the game and the players, we have to understand that Magnus does not like to sugarcoat his words. So his evaluation about himself and his games, and evaluation about Indian players and youngsters as a whole, has always been honest to some extent and harsh at the same time. So when he said that Indians are very good at calculating, and but they are not very intuitive player as far as their games are concerned, it does feel objective to some extent. When he said that candidates is as tough as world championship, it also feels true. But when same Gukesh who crushed the eight player field in candidates in Toronto to win the candidates, Magnus says that Gukesh won because the rest of the players didn't had the greatest of the tournament. So this feels a bit contradictory in its own terms, where you are giving credit to a certain tournament, and when there is someone who's winning it, you are again in a way you are trying to discredit at the same time. But overall, when he says that Gukesh has not impressed him, and his level of play and Ding Liren's level of play has not been at the peak, it had an iota of truth in it, when because as far as the overall accuracy and general intelligence scores were concerned, it was not at the peak. But you also have to understand that both two humans were playing, not two engines were pitted against each other. There has to be blunders, there has to be human moves, there has to be certain moves that excites the player and the opponent. So yeah, keeping all those things aside, when Gary Kasparov says that the lineage of the world champion ends with Magnus Carlsen, and whatever the new world champions are coming, be it his comment came after Magnus relinquished his title and gave a chance to Ding Liren, who in fact came second in the last to last candidates, and he got the chance to play the world championship match against Nepomniachtchi, and eventually he won the world championship and became the 17th world champion after Nepomniachtchi made a a costly blunder in the tie breaks. Same thing happened this time, but this time it was Ding who made a blunder in the 14th game to hand the new world championship title to Gukesh. So yeah, I mean, discrediting the new world championships and all those things does not make any sense, as Vishwanathan Anand in his own words says that the level where Gukesh has reached now, it's not going to be a one-way traffic, and he has to endure all the scrutiny. Yes, it's also the fact that Vishwanathan Anand himself had to go through all the scrutiny when he won the championship in 2000, and lot of majority part of the chess world were still not sure, and again were discrediting his championship until he became the undisputed champion later on, and he went on to retain his crown not once, not twice, but for full 5 times. When okay, this is about Magnus Carlsen and Garry Kasparov, but when we speak about Jan Nepomniachtchi, when we speak about Kramnik, we also have to see the Russian angle, where the Russian Federation secretary now claims that Ding Liren had fixed the World Championship series as he made the blunder in the last move, and Grushchuk also insinuating the fact that Ding might have done something that is not natural. So again, when these sort of comments come from Russians, it does not feel objective at all, because again, Jan Nepomniachtchi also made a blunder in the tie breaks to hand the 17 World Championship to Ding. So when their analysis comes into the play, it always seems to be diminishing the fact that Gukesh has now become the world champion. So yeah, things are going to change, I'm pretty sure, because the young lot, if we consider Arjun Harigasi, Nadirbek Abdusattarov, Nihal Sarin, Pragnananda, and Alireza Firuja, they are going to be there in the next World Championship. Most likely, Arjun came very close to already qualify for the 2026 candidates, and he still is in the running to qualify through the FIDE circuit rating, just behind USA's Fabiano Caruana, who has come really close to become a world champion in 2018, but eventually lost in tie breaks to Magnus Carlsen. So when Gukesh will get another opportunity to defend his title, and if he's able to do that, there will be a lot more credibility. It is also a fact that Gukesh was not in at his peak form as far as the World Championship was concerned. His past performances in candidates and in Olympiad 2022 and 2024, where his rating performance was nearly 3,000. He was absolutely crushing everyone. So he was not able to replicate that in the World Championship, but he did enough to eventually win it. As in Magnus Carlsen's father's own words, where he said that you can never really prepare for your first World Championship and your first World Championship game. It turned out to be so true for Gukesh, who stumbled initially, who lost his first game, but came back strongly, beat Ding in the third game, played 7 draws, won the 11th round, lost the 12th round, but struck back when it mattered the most. As Vishy Anand himself said, there is going to be scrutiny. It is the case, and we'll have to face all those things. But this is life. This is chess, and this has always been the case. So yeah, I hope you like the video and analysis of why there are some players who don't like the fact that Gukesh has now become the 18th world champion. Thank you.